Gerry DeGasparre Jr., it's been a long road to get to the 5th championship, but it's finally here.
It is. It's been, what, 4 years now? 4 years, and it's great to be back here. It's incredible. It's been an incredible year, an incredible ride, and to be a 5-time champion with a 5-time championship team it's incredible. That's all I can say.
It doesn't matter what form of racing you're in, it seems like chemistry is everything as far as getting consistency with your race car, setup, communication when problems happen, and your team has that
exactly.
Has that down to a science.
I agree 100%. I mean, we've been together. Obviously, my father's been with me forever. I've had some guys with me. Eric's been with me for 10 years, and this is my 2nd full season with my crew chief Pete, and my 3rd full season with Bob Phil from BFR Chassis. So we've learned what I need and what the car needs, and it's like you said, we gelled. It's been a great chemistry.
We've talked previously, and it's been frustrating not getting the win totals that you've had in previous seasons, but you won the big prize tonight with the championship. And what was your mindset going into tonight, knowing you had 14 or 15 points?
We had 12 actually.
12,
because
okay.
You subtract 3 with the week that they get rid of over 18 weeks. So obviously we knew where we needed to finish. We had to have a great heat. We finished 2nd in the heat. Ryan won his heat. Obviously he knew where I was. I knew where he was. And then the feature, we obviously wanted to race for the win. We didn't have a car good enough to win tonight. We probably had a 2nd place car, or pretty close to Sparky. We finished 3rd. We raced. We just didn't ride around. We knew we had to finish 6th or better. We just didn't ride. We wanted to go out, and win and race. And unfortunately, we didn't have a car good enough to compete for the win. We ran up front for a while, but we gave it our best. That's for sure.
Any concern when you were surrounded by Team V cars there with I think the last or next to last restart?
At one point, it was the 11 on the pole. The 112 second, I was 3rd, and little Bobby was 4th. And you know what? Everyone ran great. Everyone ran like gentlemen. Everyone had their own agenda. Ryan looking for the record, which I said in my interview, I don't think we'll ever see anyone beat that record now. That's a record that I think will stand probably long past me or you will be here. Sparky was looking for a good run to prove that he deserves to be in that car, which he does. He's run great the last few weeks. And Bobby Pello was racing for 3rd in points. I mean, that's a big deal for a 2nd-year guy, and him and Tyler Thompson were engaged in a pretty good battle there for 3rd in points. So everybody had their own agenda. I mean, mine was to finish as close to Ryan as I could, and they all had a certain agenda that they had in mind also.
You mentioned 11 wins, and in fact, I thought it was kind of fitting Rick Hanito was here tonight.
I heard that.
For that.
Who we tied for championships.
So it's interesting that everything kind of goes back to Rick Hanito between
But you know
both
what?
of you.
Ryan said, that was his hero growing up. I got pictures at home of Rick running that 14 Charger car back then. And I can remember coming here and watching him, Jimmy Kuhn, George Rigo, Chad Chase, Ray Sulia. Those are the guys I grew up watching too, and Rick was the man to beat. I mean, and just like this year, Ryan was the man to beat. They had similar years. I don't know if Rick won a championship that year or not. But, and me and Ryan talked during the week, and then we talked again tonight, and there is no loser out of this championship between the two of us. I mean, we've both had dream years. Yeah, I would have liked to won a little more. He would have liked to win a championship. But both teams have been incredible.
Car counts have suffered at different tracks throughout New England. So that's kind of been frustrating to every competitor, I would imagine. What does it mean, though, when someone's able to step up and get 11 wins or tie or break a record? I mean, it's just so hard to do.
Well, first of all, I don't care if you win from the pole or last, or if you beat 5 cars or 25 cars. Wins are wins, and they're hard to come by. And, everybody keeps comparing me and Ryan because running for the championships the last few years, we're both, I think he's the all-time win leader in this division now. We're both right around the top 10, all-time wins for Seekonk Speedway. So we're close to several things. I've done mine over a longer period of time. Ryan has just erupted over the last 2 or 3 years where he's lit the record books on fire. So what they've done is nothing short of amazing for him, his team. I mean, they've done a great job.
It's kind of interesting because I've been around, Bear Park 10 years here regularly, and that's the same time that you've won all of your championships in.
Since '03, yeah.
Since '03, and it's, where does it rank? Because I mean, I got to imagine the first championships just a huge weight off your shoulders. The second one's validating that first one, and then you really start building a dynasty from there.
When I won my first one, that was the coolest thing. I mean, we went into the final night up by like 8 or 10 points, and that was over Billy Goodrow. We ended up beating Jeremy Lilly. And then one of my heroes growing up, Dick Houlihan, told me it's hard to win one, it's even harder to repeat. And then we went a few years without one. And then we went 6, 7, and 8, back to back to back. And then we've been a few years now since this one again. And they are harder to come by, but each one has a special meaning. Like the first one was great because it was the first one. The second one, my dad was hurt, and he wasn't here for 8 or 10 races, so that was cool. This one here is cool because of we've led the points since the second week, and Ryan's been incredible the whole time, so it's been hard to do it, and to be able to do it is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll see you Sunday.
You betcha. Thank you for everything.
Okay.
Tyler Thompson's mom, great people.
Outstanding job.
Thank you so much.
With 5 championships, it's a huge number for any individual track. I think there's only 2 drivers that even have 6. Where do you rank yourself when you look at what you've accomplished tonight?
I've never sat back and judged myself as far as that. I mean, and it's a cliche. Everybody says, oh, you get your first win, you don't know when your next win's coming. Never mind your next win to go. And this year we ran 19 races. I can't tell you the last time we had a season where we actually ran 19 races. That's, I won 1 championship when we only raced 12 times one year. So it's such a long period over that course of the year, and I don't judge myself. You know what? I'm a late model racer. Everybody says you should move up, you should move out, you should do this. We're late model people. This is what we have. This is what we can afford. I love this division with all my heart. I started this division when there was 35 cars a week. Unfortunately now there's 12, 13, 15. This is home. And to be one of the great late model drivers, or up there in the record books with obviously Ryan and Rick Hanito for the Charger division, that's great, man. That means a lot. And Fred Estelle's got, just last year I passed Fred for all-time late model wins because it was Fred. And now Ryan, I believe, surpassed both of us.
You can take as much time as you want with this. Who are some of the people in front you want to thank for your 5th championship season?
You got enough time?
About 40 minutes of tape.
My father, the greatest car owner that anyone could ask for. My crew, every one of these guys. They're all behind us making faces, and Eric showing his big fat stomach, and you know what? These guys are great, and I appreciate them. And last night, me, Pete, my crew chief, Eric, and Kenny Rigo were at the shop till 2 in the morning working on this race car. Every one of these guys, from Jimmy that letters it to Pete that sets it up to Bob Chassis guy, all my sponsors, A1 Custom Auto Body, Spumoni's Restaurant, Asians Towing, Simple Sign Works, Magnus Trannies, my mother and Ray, Quality Rental, and all the little people, Charlie and Judy, my own company that pitches in. I couldn't do it without everybody, and my wife and my daughter for tolerating me for all the stuff thanks Sully, for all the stuff and the mood swings, and this week was a stressful week, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's not the end of the earth, but it weighs on you all week long. And these guys did a great job keeping me calm and, helping us come here prepared with a great piece again.
Not sure exactly how to phrase this question, but when your career is centralized at one racetrack, this is home for you. You got your home base 15-20 minutes away from here.
5.
And 5 minutes away from here.
5.
What does it mean to you just to have grown your entire career through this racetrack and seen all your success, have all your family and friends
watching? So this is home. You know what? Everybody wants to venture out, and most people that venture out still come back. We've never left here. We've raced here every race for every year since 1993. This is home. We haven't had the privilege of running a touring division or running somewhere else. Dad's business is down the street. That's, you know, our priority. This is home. All the guys are from around here. It's just home. It means a lot. I mean, I love this place. I appreciate that they've stuck it out through the hard times. I mean, we all know the economy's terrible. The track stuck it out. They've raced every Friday night, weather depending, every Saturday night. You know, they've stuck it out with the terrible car counts.
See you back
You know,
there.
thank you, Mike from Magnus Transmissions. You like that plug? You know, they've stuck it out with us through the good and the bad, and I appreciate that. It says a lot for track management with Francis and Dave Alburn, and, you know, Mike Chapman took over this year, which is great, and I appreciate that. It means a lot to me personally.